If you're rather an artistic person that likes art in general, then Midjourney is also an amazing tool because it allows you to easily turn images into a certain art style. Let's say we want to have an image in pop art style, so this fancy, colorful style, basically. So I can simply say that I want to have let's say a painting simply this time of a young woman wearing sunglasses. It should be a portrait maybe. And it should be pop art style. That's all. Again, a pretty short prompt. Let's see what this leads us to. And art is not my profession, to be honest, so I'm not that kind of an expert here. But from some images I saw about pop art, I guess this comes pretty close to it. I don't know if all the details are correct as said, so please don't judge me on that. But the general thing is that by just adding this pop art style attribute, so to say, to the prompt, we turned this entire image into a painting according to the style. So you can basically try out any kind of art style here. For example, we can also add a painting of a man in cubism style. So a very, very short prompt. Here we can again make use of Midjourney's opinionated model that we are using here. And once again, I'm still not an art expert and I don't think these are perfect images, but I think the core idea of cubism, as far as I know it, was incorporated in these pictures. So as said, you can try out the different art styles on your own for the images that you want to create. In addition to art styles, you can of course also create images according to a specific artist style. Now if I, for example, write another prompt saying a watercolor painting of 3 young people walking, it should be a panorama maybe, and it should be Van Gogh style and a park in the background, for example. And here we see now that this didn't work as intended, I think. Once again, I'm not a big Van Gogh expert, but I think that's not the typical look of his images. The problem here is that it understands the Van Gogh style, but with our watercolor painting, we kind of contradict this style that we want to have. If we would instead take this prompt once again, add it, and now remove the watercolor part, so it should just be a painting in Van Gogh style, then Midjourney should be able to better recreate this Van Gogh-like look of the image that it creates. This once again shows this kind of annoying bug, so let's reinitiate the image creation here. And now I think we are closer to this Van Gogh image style that we all know. So Midjourney is also able to recreate such styles easily by just adding it at the required style here in our prompt. Now finally, to show you one other image according to a famous artist. In this case I want to have Johannes Vermeer or Vermeer, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly to be honest. But I just want to have a painting once again. Let's say of a man in this case. It should be actually a close-up. And then Johannes Vermeer style. And that's it actually. That's all I want to do. I just want to recreate this specific style of the artist. And let's also have a look at these images. And again, I think these are pretty good recreations of that style. Based on what I know is that the images Vermeer created almost looked like photos, which is the case for some of these images here. But if we inspect these closely, these still have this paint-like style, especially this one here, for example. You can, of course, play around with this as you prefer, try different artist styles or art styles. Once again, I recommend to follow our template that we introduced, because with that, it's easy to turn one image into the look of another one. So you could turn this painting here into a painting looking more like Andy Warhol or Pablo Picasso style. So your options again are unlimited. It's just important for us that you know that you have these options in Midjourney.